everyone. I have Kitty Yanko here with me from the Peoria Humane Society. She's so tiny.
She is. At this point, the way she's sitting, she almost looks like she's a stuffed animal, but little bitty. She's only about 2 months old, and she actually came in to PCAPS and was tinier than this and went into foster care. So she's a foster baby, and now she's ready for adoption.
She's done her time.
She has. And, you know, it's a good time to mention, you know, that the gift of time, when you foster an animal like this, you allow her to get healthy and ready for adoption.
And she's only 2 months old, but Aurora has been spayed, so she's all ready to go. I imagine she's also been microchipped then.
Yeah, she's microchipped, spayed, and first set of shots, so she's really ready to go.
And you might not be able to tell immediately, but she's not just a gray cat.
Yeah, she's not. She's actually what I would call a muted tortie, and she's going to have longer hair, which makes her even more cute, but she's got little areas of kind of almost cream. That's what muted is, and so over here too. So, and an adorable little tail. So she's precious.
She's gonna grow. She's only 2 months old, but she might end up being just a tad on the smaller side when she's a full-size cat.
I don't know, it's hard to say.
But it is impressive what a lot of love can do in a new home. Speaking of a new home, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And for people who have pets and you might be hosting Thanksgiving, that can get a little stressful. So there are some tips to keep in mind.
There are. Always, always, always supervise your pets around, you know, gatherings, especially where there's food. They're going to want to get into the food. So, you know, we always recommend keep your pets in a separate area if possible. It's not fun for them to be, you know, in another room, but at least they're safe. And we don't have to worry about digestive upset or possibly even a food that could really make them sick. And so keep them away. Don't feed them table food, especially if they're not used to that.
If you want to include your pet with the Thanksgiving festivities, do your research beforehand, because there are foods that are safe for pets and there are also foods that are not safe. So you want to be mindful of what is safe to ingest. So if you want to include them, have the safe foods available. And it might even be helpful to have their food available away from the activity.
For sure. You know, you just plan ahead. That's your best bet, is make sure that you have a spot for your pets, you know what's safe for them and what's not, and then, you know, keep them away from things that are going to be harmful.
Yep. And there's plenty more that we're going to get to talk about as we get closer to the holidays. But this little wiggle worm, she needs a new home. So if you would like to adopt Aurora or any of the other animals, you can contact the number on your screen at 672-2440, and you can find this interview on CIProud.com.